Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and I have something to report. Right, I didn't do my whip along, but I made a tutorial. So the eagle has landed. Well, the tutorial was landed anyway. So yeah, phew. I did it late last night. I wasn't tired. Look, my eyes are a bit red, aren't they? I wasn't wasn't tired when it came to go to bed, so I just thought to myself, hmm. Let's do that tutorial you've been procrastinating about for so long. So that's what I did. Yeah, all done. Well, it's all cooked and ready to go Thursday because, hump day tomorrow. Well, me and Gaz, we went out earlier and we had to go and get some bits. So I needed cat food and I can only really get that on the mainland. I've been like this all day. Allergies, I think. Very windy today, so I think it's whipping up stuff that is playing havoc with me. So yeah, we popped out to get that and went in the butcher's and did a few other bits and bobs, and then we had a little drink in the pub and come home. So yeah, it's been very nice. Quite sunny, not cold, nice and warm, but every now and then we get thunder and we get a sort of a downpour. And Fluffy wasn't amused in the slightest and didn't even want to eat outside. She was like, no. And I think she could sense a storm coming and she was a bit scared of it. So I brought her in and her food. And we've had two of these overcast rainstorms that have just gone. And then we've got blue skies as far as the eye can see. So it lasts for quite some time. And if it's going to be like that all week, I'm not going to mind. But it's when it's, raining and miserable. So when I woke up this morning, it was overcast and it had been raining all night or in the night. And you could see it was quite wet outside. So as long as it's kind of wet at night, I'm asleep. I don't really mind. But so far, it's not been too bad. So if it's like that, then that's good. So if you're wondering what I'm fiddling with here, I've got a bit of sticky on my worktop. And the reason being, when I do a tutorial, I use this now. I don't use the gimbals anymore, but I use this. And it's very lightweight, so it's easy knockable. So I've got this magnet that is like a weight, so that weights it down. And it also quite handily sticks it to my heater. So I just kind of go, doom, and then it's always there and I don't lose it. But even though it's got this weight, you could still move it about. So I tape the legs to the worktop. I know, high-tech quality equipment. That's what it's going. I mean, I've bought high-tech quality equipment. That works better. It does. So perfect downward kind of motion. And, it's all good. So and it doesn't budge if I tape it to the desk. So that's that. And I did toy with the idea of buying one of them big frames, this L frame, I think they call it. K frame, I don't know. Just a big frame, bit that comes across. Everybody has these rigs. And I just look at it and think, oh, where would I put that? And do I really kind of want to sort of pause it and go up like this? No, it's easier. It's right there. Right there. It's good. It's all good. So it suits me. And they were mega cheap. So they're just MagSafe tripods, but also double as a selfie stick. And I just saved my high-tech, expensive equipment for this. But possibly for Christmas, I might get a good out and about one, which, I look forward to having if I do it. If I do get it. Not quite sure, but I think so. Anyway, guys, tutorial's done. If I'm a bit kind of fidgety, there's a reason. But Gary's in the bath right now, and he asked me to cut his hair. So basically, it's just like mowing the grass, but on his head with a shearer, like a sheep. So I did his head, and then I said, can you do my neck hair? Because I have the most unruly, nasty neck hair that you can imagine. So I always worry about asking Gary to do it, because there has been times when he's gone a bit too high and a big chunk of my hair's been missing. But, it's just, So I said to him, look, don't go too high, don't get my hair. So he's been doing it, but it's kind of made stubble. And plus you've got like ends of hair that, make you feel like they're itchy. But I will get rid of the stubbly bit next time, But yeah, it's just a bit stubbly. I have horrible neck hair. It grows really low. Seriously, it grows right there, Who'd have hair there? That's not my hairline, but it comes down like I'm like a werewolf on the back of my neck. Seriously, it's just. And then these bits, they would grow like I was on the phone. Look like Elvis if I let them grow. So I don't. It's just I don't. I must be the hairiest faced woman that I've ever. Hairy headed woman, honestly. And I don't have big moustache, which is one good thing, or a unibrow, but I do get straggly hairs, which are a bit annoying and have to come off. So yeah. And I swear to God, I'd have a beard if it wasn't for the fact that I get rid of it. When you get older and hair grows where you don't want it to grow. What's that all about? I don't need hair growing up my chin. This ain't the Greatest Showman, you know what I mean? No, having it. No, can go. So, how are you guys? As you can see, I'm back to my normal self. Nuts. So you'll be pleased to know. I still have my moments of, feeling sad. But other than that, I'm back to kind of getting on with life. It's not that easy at times. Sorry, my little. This was really straight when I first started doing it. Anyway, so yeah, kind of getting there, and so today having Gary at home was nice. I mean, the last time he was off, I think he must have been really tired, but this time we've had a lot more fun. So we're going to have a holiday soon, which would be nice. She hasn't even asked Lee to feed the cat yet. I really must corner her soon and find out if she can feed the cat. I can't see why she couldn't, but yeah. I nearly went in Dunelm today. Dunelm? No. Scrub that. I nearly went in the Range today because the butcher's that we go to is across the road from there. When I say across the road, it is, but if when you guys in America, you call them strip malls. So it's across a strip mall road. But for us, it's like a retail park. That's what we call them, retail parks. And we've got a big Range is now part of Home Base. Home Base kind of sold their stores, but they've got a garden bit on the side and that sort of stuff. But they sell all lawnmowers and stuff like that as well. And that belongs to Home Base, but the actual shop belongs to the Range now. Probably owned by the same people, to be honest. But I said to Gary, I could go in there and see what yarns they've got. But I'm going on holiday soon, and do I really want to keep buying yarn before I go on holiday? So, what's the answer to that? I nearly went back. So I said, oh no, we won't do it. Went in the butcher's, come out and went, yes, we will. We'll go over there. Forgot when Gary turned off. And by the time I kind of remembered, we were back on the island. So I couldn't really go back. But yeah, maybe soon I'll go check out if they've got any nice summer yarns over there in the Range. But I didn't bother going in any of the other shops to look. And they do have yarn in Dunelm. They have Hayfield and a bit of Sirdar in there, but mostly Hayfield. They have yarn in Home Bargains, which is where I got that big twist, which, I'm still wondering. I'm contemplating what I'm going to do with that gigantic batch of big twist. A winter project, I dare say. Not really appropriate this time of year. box of yarn. Massive. Absolutely massive. Oh, well. You guys across the pond tell me it's good yarn, so I'm going to, and that you all missed it when it was going, so we'll see. So yeah, I haven't been in any of those stores. Although I was across the road from Poundland in another strip mall with a pub in it, I didn't go in there either. I didn't go in B&M, Poundland, or the Cancer Research Shop that has the Signet yarn. I didn't go in any of those. Not one. Just was a good girl, really, because I do have rather a lot of yarn to get through. But I'm glad that wobbled. I'm glad, not like that guy though, wobble, not like that. Just so yeah, my my egg chair got a bit of action the first day. Put it up, and I knew the weather would turn. I just knew it. But we could have sat out there for a bit today, but we'd have had to keep taking it in. Go back out, take it in, go back out, take it in. This is how it would have been. So maybe tomorrow. Although I have another order from that lovely lady who lives not so far away from me. So I'll have to go pack that and deliver it. And she forgot to put the delivery thing in so that she gets free delivery. I'll have to remind her about that. Anyway, guys, I've got a nice cup of toffee, sticky toffee tea. Oh, it's so good. I really am beginning to like this more than any of the others. And as luck would have it, when we went in the supermarket today, it was back on the shelves. No sign of the Victoria Sandwich one, jam sponge, whatever it's called. I think it's called Victoria Sandwich, but no sign of that yet in the shops. I've seen a picture of it, but that's all. Picture of the box, but not the box itself. They had this one. They had biscuit tea. They had the nighttime tea, which is vanilla and nutmeg, and they also had the cherry bakewell, but I'm not a massive fan of that, so I didn't get any of that. I think I do have some in my shop of all of those. All of the teas are in my shop, but I've got more of this because I'm going to run out very soon. I'm almost finished the first box. Oh, it's so good. I cannot tell you how lovely that is. It used to be, do you remember it was like, I've got to have biscuit tea. It's overtaking it. I've got to say, it really is. It's yummy. And also the caramelized biscuit tea is really nice too. Didn't like that at first, but I do now. I think I must have had a dodgy batch, because it doesn't taste like it used to. So I think I must have had some that wasn't right. And that's gave me a bit of a skewed kind of theory about it, What am I saying? Opinion. That's the word. Opinion. So yeah, no yarn to show you. Nothing. I've not purchased a single solitary ball. Not a ball, but I have done a tutorial and in these colours. So I did it in plain on the tutorial. Did it in the purple, but I also did one in that to do on the thumbnail, and I didn't get to show you in the tutorial, but it is beautiful. So good. Maybe I'll do a short with that or a working on it. Maybe. Cheers, guys. This is good. What can I say? It's so good. Let's do this before I'm running out of tea as well. Running out. So, we're going to linger on this one because we had a Grogu. Look, he's eating those poor frog lady's eggs because he was being naughty. Oh, Grogu's so cute. So, this one's a quote. Grogu, do you want this? Well, go ahead. You can have it. Mandalorian. I guess he was talking about his gear knob because he liked the little silver ball on the end of his gear knob. The thing is, I used to have a car that had exactly the same gear knob. You could unscrew it, and it was a silver ball, and I didn't buy it, but it was called the Sport Pack, and I used to have a convertible. It was a lovely car, and it had this Sport Pack. So the thing where the petrol cap was covered was a sporty, what's the word I'm looking for? Chrome? No, like an aluminium, like a brushed aluminium. And so the gear knob was too, and there was lots of other little extras in the car that were all the same. It was called the Sport Pack, and whoever had the car, well, I think it was a demonstrator. So they'd put the top of the range of everything in it, and I was lucky enough to buy it, and it was beautiful. But to look at, not to use, because this time of year, that ball, which had to change gear, was like furnace. It was so hot. The car got hot and it heated up to ridiculous kind of temperature. And it's a bit the same as when I go and open the back door sometimes when the sun's been beaten down on the conservatory. Pick up the key and it's almost too hot to touch. Well, it was too hot to change gear. So I used to make little crocheted socks to go over it. And then in the winter, it was freezing. So it never saw the light of day. It was this really nice kind of snazzy ball. But I couldn't use it in the winter. I couldn't use it in the summer. It was only ever used spring and autumn, And then if it got too cold or too hot, it was like, no. The socks on. So yeah, true story. But it always reminds me of when I see Grogu with that going for the ball. It always reminds me of that sport pack. It's just like everything else was great, but it was just not very practical on the gear knob. Too hot or too cold, just nothing in between. Gonna finish this tea. Can't believe I finished it that quick. It's just too good. And we do the joke or jokes. Let's have a look. Oh, there you are. What we got today? Have I done that one? Yeah. On a new page. 3 little pigs went out to dinner. One night, the waiter came and took their drink order. I would like a Sprite, said the first little piggy. I would like a Coke, said the second little piggy. I'll have a beer, a big one, said the third little piggy. The drinks were brought out and the waiter took their orders for dinner. I want a nice steak. Nice big steak, said the first piggy. I would like the salad plate, said the second piggy. I'll have another beer, a tall one, said the third piggy. The meals were brought out. And while later the waiter approached the table and asked if the piggies would like any dessert. I want a banana split, said the first piggy. I want a root beer float, said the second piggy. I'll go for another tall beer, said the third piggy. Pardon me for asking, said the waiter to the third little piggy, but why have you only ordered beer all evening? The third piggy says, well, somebody has to go wee, wee, wee all the way home. Somebody has to go wee, wee, wee all the way home. Definitely would be me. Oh dear, my face is exploding as well. I like that one. It's the simple ones, isn't it? Gary told me a joke in the front room yesterday, and I don't think I'm going to remember it. I told him to write it down. The first one he told me, I went, I won't be able to say that, Gary. And then the second one, I went, I'll be able to say that. It was something about a car, I'm sure it was. But he's forgotten it as well. Anyway, never mind. But that was good. I like that one. Yeah, it's cool. He's out of the bath. Probably must have had his shave as well. So tell me, guys, what are you up to at the moment? Are you crocheting? Are you knitting? Are you doing something else? Tomorrow I should be packing some yarn, and if I can remember, I'll make some candles or some bath bombs. I also need to make some tutorials, and I'm so glad I've done one at least, but I've got to get some done for the holiday so that we've got something popping up on the right days. And I've got to get on with this blanket. Ow. I took my trainers off. It's really hard this time of year, putting something on your feet when you know it's hot. But, of course, it's been raining, so you can't exactly go out in flip-flops. I know some people do, but I didn't want to get wet feet. And of course, our road is muddy. So, yeah, didn't really want to go out in flip-flops. So I thought, I know, I'll get my trainers out and sneakers to you guys across the pond. I've got 2 pairs of really good ones, a black and a white. And the black one, I looked and I thought, it's got a hole in it. But it's got a hole in a very strange place. Looks like my toe peeped through. And obviously it hasn't. I didn't have some hench toenails. Gary said it's too low for your toenail. And I thought, it probably isn't, to be honest. But it's really odd. It's just completely cut through. It's weird. It's really weird. But I'm quite devastated because they're so comfortable. They've been all over the world with me, those things. That's what I wore when we was on our trip. And I went up that fort and the Viking settlement. So now I've got to wear the white ones. As much as I love the white ones, they're a bit dirty. I might try and repair them. It sounds silly, but I don't know if they still do them. And they look as good as new, apart from this silly hole in the toe. Oh, how annoying is that? Might try and invisibly repair them. If not, I'm going to have to try and find another pair. How bizarre is that? Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off and upload this because I'm busy on the computer doing this behind the scenesy bits and all that stuff. And I'm going to write myself a to-do list so that I remember to do all the things I've got to do tomorrow. And I will see you guys on the next one. So take care. Bye for now.